President Trump says the tariffs are due to economic emergency. Consumers can expect to feel price hikes on products from Mexico, like fruits, vegetables, beer, and tequila, and agricultural imports from Canada, like beef, pork, potatoes, and grain. Shoppers in Phoenix prepare for prices to go up at grocery stores.
Working 40, 60 hours a week just to pay for groceries.
Some saying higher costs driven by tariffs would force them to make tough choices.
There are some things I might just have to give up.
These moms even telling us they sometimes make the decision to feed the kids but skip their own meals.
I can barely afford to eat these days. Man, it's hard.
Now Arizonans are left to brace.
Tariffs are just a low blow for me personally. I don't see any benefit to them.
Others
I believe in my president.
telling us they just wish tariffs wouldn't hit the American family.
To work just to pay your bills and buy food and groceries is not the American way.
In Phoenix, Jane Caffrey, ABC 15, Arizona.
There's a collective 5-alarm tariff fire among food distributors, and their message is blunt. Now that tariffs are in effect, your cost for food and apparel and things like that will go up because of the Trump tariffs. Target CEO warning consumers could see price hikes within days. Snack giant Mondelez has already raised prices on several products, and Walmart says food price hikes are causing frustration and pain. And then the USDA says food prices, including beef and chicken, will increase by 2.2% this year, going in the wrong direction.
At this Connecticut supermarket, they're bracing for price hikes.
Everything go up.
With those tariffs on goods from Mexico and Canada now in effect.
Now, these are Vancouver. Okay. Lots of people grow tomatoes all over the world. So probably if these go up 25% again, we'll have to look for another source. On the other,
Stu Leonard Jr. is the president and CEO of Stu Leonard, a family-owned grocery chain on the East Coast with 8 locations. The tariffs making keeping prices low a financial and logistical challenge.
So right now your salmon is $9.99 a pound?
Yeah.
Farm raised from Canada.
Yes, ma'am.
But if we're looking at a 25% tariff, then we're looking at an increase up to $12, $13.
Yes.
He's trying to keep those 25% increases from hitting his customers.
We are a little concerned about what's going on, but we're doing our best. We're talking to the suppliers. We're trying to keep the price down. We are anticipating a higher cost in the next couple days.
Those tariffs on almost all goods, likely to be felt by Americans at the grocery store first.
These are two for $5 right now.
right, 2
Right?
for 5.
And these are coming straight from Mexico.
Yeah. This one is tough because I can't source. I can't go to somewhere else and get avocados. I got to raise the price.
You got to raise the price.
I got to raise it. I have to. I can't get them anywhere else.
And those price hikes could change buying habits.
So if you're seeing a 25% increase in avocados, for instance, does that mean you're going to be buying less of some of that produce?
No question.
And it's not just food, but booze, with prices on beer from Mexico.
Is in the bullseye as far as raising the price 25%. So
And
this is a
tequila.
great seller. I can't buy this anywhere else in the world. I got to go to Mexico.
Set to jump, though those prices may go up only once the product already imported to the U.S. runs out. For Leonard and his business, they're bracing for volatility, unsure how much the trade war will affect prices and for how long.
It's like tariffs is a dartboard.
Yasmin joins us now in studio. So Yasmin, we just heard from Christine before your report.
Yeah.
You were in the grocery store. What are shoppers telling you? Are they already feeling it? Besides eggs, are they seeing it with other items too?
They're not feeling it yet, but there's 2 schools of thought. There's the wait-and-see folks, and then there's folks that are worried. The wait-and-see folks are saying, okay, listen, owners like Stu Leonard are saying we're going to absorb the cost, right? So maybe if there's a 25% hike, they're going to increase it 15%. So we won't absorb all of it, and our prices won't go sky high on things like avocados, tomatoes, salmon, for instance, because Stu Leonard is saying, hey, we can go to Norway. We can get Norwegian salmon versus Canadian salmon. But then there's the folks that are on the fixed incomes, right? I talked to a lot of folks that are retired. They're getting Social Security checks every month, right? A 20% hike, even 15% hike in prices at grocery stores, that's going to cost a lot for them. That's a major hit for them. And they're going to think twice about buying avocados, tomatoes, salmon, and a lot of goods that are coming from these places now.